One of the best parts about the TV show From are the Facebook groups. And in one of these groups, I posted this. Which led to this. Which led to this. It's an awkward example, but what kind of killer purposely leaves evidence for the police if he doesn't want to be caught? An arrogant one, that's what kind. Because he thinks you're not smart enough to catch him. As creators of mysteries, we act as that arrogant serial killer taunting the police. This is the game that we choose to play when you click on a movie or TV series that we've categorized as a mystery. By doing that, you signed up to be the cop, chasing the criminal. I'm expecting you to pick up what I'm putting down, bro. You're gonna have to catch me. Again, we watch horrors to be scared, comedies to laugh, and mysteries to solve the damn mystery. To be able to say, see, I told you it was the butler. Because one thing humans have in common is the need to be correct. And yeah, there are pros and cons to that, of course, but that's what makes it fun. I mean, why get on a roller coaster if you don't like heights, bro? These filmmaking techniques that I'm about to point out are our arrogant way of taunting the police, aka the audience, because some of us filmmakers assume the audience has the same IQ or interest across the board. And that's what I'm here for, to bridge the gap between creator and audience. And did you know knowledge of the filmmaking process increases your chances of making accurate mystery predictions by 82%? Nah, I'm capping, I made that part up, but it will help you for sure. A while back I made a video about the rule of thirds and its use in cinematography in regards to framing and how it helps tell the story. So picking up from our last episode, we see a properly framed image of Kenny's father. But I don't think Kenny's father's past is in question, and that's why they put a hit out on his ass, because he may just be collateral damage and never meant to be there in the first place. So here's what I see. This is fine. This is fine. We cut to a wide. Watch her questionable past having ass. Cut back to a questionable past having person telling him to wrap it up. He responds like a dementia patient most likely would, so angle is fine. And we cut back to Kenny and boom, improper framing, because Kenny just experienced some shit. Seeing his father upset and knocking shit around, that's stressful, yeah. Framing this way is more pixels of the background than the subject. And it's not just that, it's the direction they're facing and how much looking space they have. This style of framing can cause a distraction and make the audience tune out. And you're not maximizing that expensive ass camera and that expensive ass lens and that expensive ass sensor. We're taught to not waste a pixel. I'm showing you exactly what you need to see in the frame. I'm not lighting just the set, I'm lighting the frame. I mean, that's professionals, because there's some movies out there to where shit. I ain't trying to get into all that, because these supposed to be micro deep dives. I'm trying to keep them like under 5 minutes. But this kind of production with this kind of budget, they're doing it on purpose, trust me, bro. I'm not saying the writer did all that when they first put it on paper, but once it passed the DP and got to us, they did it on purpose. Film school teaches you this rule of thirds, YouTubers teach it, actual DPs teach it. It's a thing, bro. And if you know, you know. But accountability is key here, so some of this is our bad for sure. Because how the hell would the viewer know the rule of third thing? Either we need to remember our mystery agreement when we click play, or we kind of need somebody who's been on both sides of the screen to bridge the gap, kind of make it make sense. So yes, I'm barking at us viewers and us creators. Creators, consider your target audience. Don't put super technical shit in the action movie we don't need, like coming to see a racing movie but somehow we're in outer space. I'm not saying don't tell the story. You got to do that, but sometimes we go too far. Like if this show From is really about fairies, who the hell knew fairies was that savage? When you say fairy, we think Tinkerbell. I was watching Supercell and they chased the guy down and pulled a knife out and I'm like, damn, that's all he got, beat his ass. If I had to remember.
Aren't cooey.
They don't have as many guns as we do in America, so it fits the location actually. But if your audience is going to be largely American, one tiny line of, hey, this is London, mate, where I'm gonna find the pew pew, can kind of remind the audience of the culture over there. My bad, Supercell, I know, you caught us straight. So again, my actual claim that some of us might not be watching mysteries properly is backup for debunking. Cause I don't know if you've seen season 3, episode 10.
We used to sing them lullabies.
Clearly, time and past is a huge fucking part of the show. Watch the characters that they break the rule of thirds looking space thing on. And when they do it, and how many times they do it. And tell me you don't see where they're going with this. You'll be watching the show from a new lens now. Almost like riding that same roller coaster, but now you got on 3D glasses. And putting your hands up and enjoying the ride that you stood in line for. And I got another dope ass filmmaking tip to point out in our next video, but I'm gonna need you to hit that like and that sub button so I can continue to build the bridge between creator and audience.
Drink Studios.